They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway from Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Jones. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Kelly. He's able to find Wallace. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On first down, it's Kelly. The quick slant caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ronald Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Bobby Brown able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on second and long. Watson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with the first. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got it. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be in the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Play action, it's Kelly. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kelly. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Kelly, 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure, looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Kellen, a final shot before break. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Watson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Watson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Watson off play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw again on second down, Kelly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Kelly. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Faking the give. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on second down. Kelly drops it to Jones in the flat. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Kelly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they get it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kelly. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Kelly to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Kelly. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Kelly. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Kelly throwing on 4th down, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If he'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.